Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. So today we are going to be going through the blue belt once again. And let me get the roll tracker engaged here. And something is not working right here. We got, let me try something once. Morning, Chris. Okay, let's get that roll tracker reset and we'll get it going here. We're going to go with 100 rolls again today, and we have the 5454 hardware set. And we're going to try to get through these in a relatively decent pace today. And we're going to start off with Magic Aces, 112, Snake Eyes. So we have a come out pass line loser. Don't pass gets paid on that one. I was kind of playing around with a different dice set this morning before I went live. Trying to see if we can find something slightly different for the shooting competition. 6-5 Mid-Mo Yo, pass line winner, come out winner. Still looking for that point. Morning, Navaldo. And so I was practicing this different dice set, and I'm not quite sure if I like it or not, but it's one that Bone Tracker actually recommends for me, based off of the results that I have so far. We have 2,400 rolls so far. So we have a 415. So our point is 5. And the number that it gave me a BSR, which is your box number hits per 7. And it gave me a BSR of 4.81. And it gave me an SRR of 11.62, and that's based off of all the rolls that we had so far. So I'm going to kind of play around with the dice set to see if I like it. Well, that was a terrible throw. Landed right in the corner, but we end up with a 5-1 mixer. Sorry, 1-5 mixer. But I'm going to try that, play around with that dice set a little bit and see if I actually do like it going into the shooter competition. If not, we're going to stick with this 5-4-5 hardware set. An option might be is to use this hardware set and maybe the other one and for one for each shooter during that competition. So we'll see how it goes. And we have a 314 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. And I was watching, there wasn't a lot of crap stuff on last night. I was watching one video last night, and that 314 was announced quite a few times during the video. And that video was by Chris from Dice Degen. He released his first March Madness video. It was with Craig from Obey Craps, and Craig just crushed this strategy last night. Did extremely well, so he's moving on in the tournament. And we have a 5-3-8. 8 came easy. So congratulations to Craig on that. It was a fun strategy, fun little strategy going with that. And Chris did the Tim Horton strategy against Craig's new strategy that just came out not too long ago. He's been promoting on his channel, so make sure you check it out. Come on, dice, get in decent. There we go. And we have a 415, no field 5. And for anybody watching this, that if you've not gone out and subscribed to Chris's channel, make sure you get out there. He's within 15, I believe, of getting to that 1,000 mark, which is one of the first goals that most YouTubers have, because that does qualify you to get receive some pay, even though it's not much. But it is something, and it allows them to receive super chats and super stickers and super thanks. 167. So that is a come out 7, because we did hit our point. So that continues our roll. That's pass lane winner. And we have a 325, no field 5, so our new point will be 5. And that means we're back on at 5, because that was our point the last time, I believe. We have a 415, so we hit the 5 once again. So 5 is the hot number for the day so far. Chris, thank you very much for the super chat. That is totally awesome, dude. Really appreciate that. That money will be going towards that table build that I will be making or coming up pretty soon, hopefully. Very much appreciated. And we have a 112 Magic Aces, second one for the day. So it looks like that's going to be the big one. We either get the 1-1s or the 6-6s. So we'll see which one comes up. So last night I was at work, and during my breaks I was working on the table build again. So I'm getting a little bit further into the design. And it looks like just the receiving station alone, the way I'm going to make it is going to be somewhere around that $400 to $500 mark. And we have a 325, no field 5. So it's going to be somewhere around that $500 mark, somewhere in that area, give or take a little bit, just for the receiver portion of the throw-in station that we're making. And keep in mind that you can make it a lot cheaper than that, but I am going to be making a deluxe version of it. It's going to be pretty cool when it's done, hopefully. At least that's the way I'm drawing it up. It looks cool. We'll see if it actually turns out that way. Dice cross, we have a 358, easy 8. So I do appreciate all the super chats that go out. I've been getting a couple of them here and there. I also open up memberships, another 358. So if that's another way that people can support is purchasing a membership. There's 3 different levels, and I might do a video someday in the near future on what's available for those memberships. And that left dice hit the back wall and took off. Let's see if we can get it over there. We have a 268. See if we can get it over there. Oh, just rolled. There. Shoot. There we go. Then we got her back to what it was. 268. That was kind of an awkward position for the stick. More help on. So I got a message from an email from one of the people that view the videos yesterday, the day before, I think I got it. And the question is if I'm rolling at the casino much lately. because they're talking about how it is much different. We have a 516 Easy 6 mixer, about how much different it is at the casino compared to your home table and all that type of stuff. And I really honestly have not been to the casino much lately. And the simple reason, there's actually two reasons. One is because of budgetary concerns, but the other one is also I want to get this 5,000 rolls in and get into the purple belt level before I do too much of the casino action. And the reason being is because we have a 314 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. The reason is because I know that the table that at least at my local, is a lot harder than the one that I'm throwing at right now. And I want to make sure that I get my throwing down really well. And I know what habits I'm picking up and what things I can do to change my dice roll. And the reason I want to do that is because once you learn those little secrets, those little tips, and those little tricks, it should be, in theory, easier to go to a different table, 5-4 center field 9. It should be easier to go to these other tables and watch the dice and see how they behave on that table. And hopefully we can make the changes that are needed to be a better roller at those tables a little bit faster once we learn what our dice are doing here and how to correct that. So I can watch and find similar patterns at these other tables and make the changes that I need to in order to get a better roll, if that makes sense. And in theory, that should work. Keep in mind, in my table here, we have a 5-5 hard 10. My table here is a semi-bouncy table. That's the way I designed it, the way I built it. My local is actually a hard table. And I actually like the hard tables better because I get my dice are able to stick to the table easier with the hard table. I know some people do not like that really super hard table, but I don't mind it. And we have a 1-4-5. It's a decent first roll to start off with here today. We're looking for that 11, 12, and the 3. If we can get that 3, we'll hit the small right away in the first shooter. So let's see if we can throw some Alfredo sauce. And we talk about it and we get it. We have a 2-1-3 Alfredo sauce, ace deuce. So that should be the small. And that it is. And we're going on roll number 22 here. If you caught yesterday's live stream, Level Up Live, we had 3 really decent rolls in the beginning, and then they kind of averaged out towards the end and got a couple small, couple averages for the remainder of the throwing sessions. We have a 1-5 mixer, Easy 6. So far, our 5s are hitting pretty hard today, and our 8s are actually doing really well today. And 3-1-4, Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. I like to see that number coming back. Like I said, was a signature number for a while there. Then it kind of fell off the map a little bit, and then now it's starting to come back again. So I like to see that because I get to say Craftsmaster Journey every time I roll it. And there is our 4-3-7. That is a 7 out. So that got us 24 rolls on the first shooter for today. So that's pretty decent. Thank you, Helpon. He says, I'm constantly improving, only a matter of time till you're master of the dice. that master of the dice is going to take quite a while. If it'll ever come, who knows? But yes, I have made some significant improvements. And, I was kind of thinking about that today a little bit. And if you guys really followed along from the white belt all the way through to where we're at right now, the process is kind of drug along. In other words, it took a little bit of time to get to this point. And if you're watching as a viewer, you're thinking, oh my God, this is taking forever. It's like watching paint dry. But if you really think about it, I actually designed it this way. We have a 2, 5, 7, come out 7. I actually designed it this way so that way we can pick up the skills that it takes in order to become a consistent shooter. And I've found that the longer this is taken, the better I am becoming, the more consistent I'm coming, the more I'm finding pockets of numbers that I'm throwing. And those pockets of numbers change daily, I will admit that, but they seem to be consistent on the day that I'm throwing them. So we have a 4-2-6, new point is 6. It's a single pitch of the die. So that actually was something that I was thinking about last night at work. And I try to be humble because as soon as you get cocky about it, that's usually when you start failing. And remember, guys, there is some randomness to this dice. We're trying to reduce that randomness as much as possible. Trying to make things more consistent. 6-2-8. Off axis on that left die. But, like I said, the steps are designed this way so that way it's going to drill into you guys what you need to do and what to look for so that way we can make the changes that we need to, and that will start addressing a little bit more consistently in the purple belt level. What brought that up last night with my thought process is, this is taking forever, just 5,000 rolls. Doing 100 rolls a day approximately. We have a 3-5-8. And by the end of today, we'll be at the halfway point. So we'll have 2,500 rolls documented and on video, in Bone Tracker, all that type of stuff. And that'll be 2,500 rolls at the end of today. So we have another 2,500 to go. And I truly believe if you guys follow this extended process that we are doing, you will become a better shooter yourself. Dice kiss when they landed, but we have a 5-3-8. So pending, they do have ears, I think, yes. Pending my health for this weekend. And the reason I say pending my health is that COVID has actually hit our house. We have 1 or 2 family members that have been diagnosed with COVID as of yesterday. So pending my health this weekend, I'm going to see if I can get in and get that 3rd round of shooting done. We have a 134 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So if I can strive off that sickness, I hope they feel better and get better soon as well. But if I can starve off that sickness, I will hopefully feel well enough to actually get my 3rd round in. And I have not seen anybody schedule anything yet. I'm anticipating this next weekend, a couple of them going, but I have not seen anything yet. We have a 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend, way on the end, Papa Joe. That's our second one for the day. I thought that was our first one, but is there a second one? Very true, Chris. You cannot be good at anything unless you practice it. And some people need to practice more than others. And I'll use my 2 sons as an example on that. 358. My older son was just a stud at wrestling and at football. But the thing about it is he was not a natural athlete. He actually became as good as he was because of his work ethic and because of the amount of hours of practice that he put in and pushing himself. He was in football weighed almost 310 pounds. And for wrestling his last year, 426, he would have to lose weight every week to make heavyweight for wrestling. So he would usually weigh in somewhere around 285 pounds. And the kid was not fat. He really wasn't. Just a big kid. And, he would work his butt off and he became good because of that practice. My younger son, who also worked his butt off, but had more natural talent, so he didn't work nearly as hard as the other one. And both of them were successful. Both of them did put the practice and time in. Sometimes skill and natural ability does supersede that to some degree. Magic Aces, 112. And I am definitely on the path of the older one where I actually need to work my butt off in order to develop any skill. And we have a 426. And that is our new point. So we must have hit our point in the last one, or in the one before that, actually. So we're back on that 6. So like I said, Magic Aces once again. So like I said, last night was kind of a slow night for craps. I know that Big AZ went live like normal, did his stuff. I did not see Good Morning SJ. Did not see his live, his rollout. I will probably go back and look at it. I know that John went this yesterday. I think Jeff went. Jeff posted a comment on his community tab. If you didn't check that out, that's our first Minmo Yo, I think, 5-6 Minmo Yo. And Jeff made a substantial jump in membership in the last month. I think he jumped almost 600 people in the last month, and I would love to pick his brain to see what he's doing to get that. And if I have a feeling it has something to do with the Crapsy, because I know they've been picking up a lot of people for that. But congratulations to Jeff. He made a substantial thing. I think he's getting close to 3,000, 2,500 or 3,000 subscribers right now, which is amazing. And we have a 628, 8 came easy. Good morning, AZ Crap Shooters. Anthony. And we have another Midmo Yo, 5-6. Midmo Yo. And if you're just joining in, I believe this is still shooter number 2, I think it is. We've had some decent rolls to start off. Again, just like yesterday, we started off really strong yesterday. We had 3 really decent rolls right in the beginning. Hopefully this continues all the way through today. Dice came out a little bit weird that time, but we have a 3-2-5, no feel 5. We need a 2, a 3, a 9, and a 12. Sometimes I get into that grip super easy. Other times it takes a little bit of a concentration, a little bit of a challenge. We have a 2, 4, 6. Easy 6. Morning Magic Aces. I have announced your name a couple times today. We've been hitting that 112. In fact, we hit it 4 times today. And we have a 5, 3, 8. It's been a strong number today. So that's a repeater on that one. We've hit that 10 times today so far. So our 5, 6, 8 are strong, strong, strong numbers. And 2 is getting up there as well. That one veered off to the left or to the right. We lucked out. We have a 6, 2, 8. That is our point. So we're still coming out here, and we're going to roll number 20 here coming up. I split apart a little bit, but we have a 1, 2, 3 Alfredo ace deuce. Alfredo sauce. Come out loser. Pay the don't, but that is the small win, guys. So that's the second time we hit that small today so far. The first 2 shooters hit the small. Now we just need to pick off that tall. So we need the 9 and the 12 yet. Still looking for a point. And we have a 4, 2, 6. New point will be 6. That's right. Dollar signs on that one. And roll number 22 coming up here. And we have a 6, 3, 9. Centerfield 9. If we can hit that 12, we should be in business. Now and hit the outside mixing bowl a little bit. 5, 5, hard 10. Haven't seen many hard ways today yet. And we have a 3, 2, 5. No field 5. Sorry, 2, 3 that would be. A 2, 3, not a 3, 2. I always announce the left die first when I'm using 2 different color dice, so that way they get entered in properly. And we have got that dreaded 7-out double pitch. So that was another amazing roll. That was 25 rolls that time. So you look at our sharpshooter paid out. You look at our SOR, we're at 24.5. I wish I could stay like that forever. We have an SRR of 12.3. So New shooter here coming out. We're 49 rolls in, 50. This is roll number 50. It's pretty good average. And we have a 415. That'll be our new point. No field 5. And we have a 437. So it was a 0.7 out. Kind of what happened yesterday. We had a couple really good rolls in the beginning, and we kind of had a couple quick hits, and then a couple that just kind of averaged things out that were average rolls and that. So, which I'm fine with because that's first two rolls that we're going to make the money. That's where your bread and butter comes from. And once we get our betting system put together, we'll be able to profit off of those extremely. There's no reason I could not have made $500 to $1,000 off of each of those first two rolls if I bet appropriately. And we have a 549 center field 9. So our point is 9. My table seems to listen. Whenever I talk about something, it usually happens. So if I say mid-mo-yo, the mid-mo-yo usually shows up. If I say a mixer, usually that shows up. Yeah, I think the dice do have ears. They don't have a memory, but they have ears. And there we go. 527. Yeah. And that one I kind of should have known it was coming because I could feel the dice split a little bit when I picked them up. And I know that I say that all the time. I need to set them down. No, that's one habit I need to get into is when I feel that small hairline split, like I just did right now again, I should really set them down and regrip so that way that'll hopefully eliminate that. Whenever I have that little small hairline fracture, usually the big red does come out. We have a 426 as our new point. And 4-6-10, Waylon's best friend Wayan and Papa Joe. Those both kind of veered off to the right when they hit. And we have a 1-4-5. So I'm guessing my hand was twisted to the left just slightly when that happened, when they were released. Dice do have ears, they usually hear better than my kids do. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Oh, that one took off. 4-2-6. Easy 6. Let's see if we can get that out of the corner. Yep. And we have a 3-5-8, easy 8. So the kids normally react better and listen better when you beat them. So I wonder if I beat the dice if it'll work the same. Just kidding. Terrible, terrible dad humor. 4, 6, 10 again. Big Ben on the end, Waylon's best friend. So he has two best friends. He has Big Ben. Good morning, TH. Um, I wouldn't exactly call them gods. They're more like troublemaking evil deities. Um, so Waylon has two best friends in the end. He has Big Ben and Papa Joe. He actually calls him Daddy Joe, but we're calling him Papa Joe. That one veered way up to the right. And there's our Midmo Yo 6511. Yo 11. I've been finding that if I'm throwing them into the mixing bowl, it usually means that my posture is starting to slouch. So that's one thing I need to pay attention to then. So if it goes in the mixing bowl, I got to straighten that posture out, and it usually goes straighter then. We have a 2, 6, 8, easy 8, off axis on that right die. That one, my thumb was not on the tip enough, so I reset the dice again. Dice slipped out of my fingers that time, but we lucked out. We have a 2-2 hard 4. That's the first one for the day. First hard 4. Drinking coffee helps you, huh? Fourth, practicing. Anybody knows my schedule, I'm actually practicing right before bedtime here. So this is my bedtime. I work third shift. I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Central Time. So I'll go to bed and get my 4 to 6 hours of sleep then. And another hard 2, 4, 2, I'm sorry, hard 4, 2-2 hard 4. Mike 1 point craps. You'll have to let Big AZ know about that. How many sticks does he has actually broke? I only know of one, maybe two of them. And we have a 5-1 mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And I hope he's doing well over doing what he's doing. Been occasionally seen videos coming out from him. And I would like to hope that he got his table over. I know he sent a table overseas, so he can do a desert series. And we have a 4-5-9, Centerfield 9. So I'm kind of interested to see once he starts that desert series, what that's gonna all be like. That'd be kind of really cool to see. First drops a little bit of Bailey's into his coffee when he practices. I'm not an Irish cream type person. And we have Magic Aces. Larry in the house. So, yeah, not an Irish person here. I live in a predominantly German area, either German or Polish. So we have nothing but beer and whiskey here. A little bit of brown water. And we have a 3-5-8. Easy 8. Coming up on roll number 15. And another Magic Aces, 1-1-2. Throwing quite a bit of those today. It's our 6th one. It's a repeater. Gotta look for that darn 12. We need a 12. We hit, and we need the 12 and the 3. Let's see if we can get both of those on this shooter. So we can hit the damn tall for once. And there we go, guys. We hit it. We hit that midnight, the 12. So that is the tall. That's the first tall that we hit for today. So far we've hit 2 smalls and 1 tall today. And if we can hit that 3, we'll hit them all then. So let's see if we can get that. Get some Alfredo sauce. Remember, the dice are listening, so they should be able to roll. Guys will not believe this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Alfredo sauce. Let's see what happens. Wow, guys, that is totally awesome. We hit the small and the all. Totally awesome. So, see, they do listen. Good morning, Beth. They do listen. These things listen better than the kids do. They didn't want to get beat, that's why. And we have another 1, 2, 3 Alfredo sauce, ace deuce. Thank you, Biff, for the SOR ratio. Today is a good shooting day. I will say that. We've had started off with 2 really good shooters, and then we had a couple shooters, and now we're back on another decent shooter. In fact, I think our first 2 shooters, I think went 25 rolls, both of them apiece. And we have a 6-2-8. So 8s, 5s, and 6s are still pretty strong, and the Magic Aces are extremely strong today. So we have 4 kind of signature numbers today. And we have 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. Definitely are listening today, Magic Aces. Thanks, Navaldo. Some days they listen, some days they don't. And we've got a 3-4-7. So double pitch. It is a 7 out. But hey, that's all right because we got the ATS hit this time around. So that was 21 rolls on that shooter. So we've had 3 shooters today that were 20 rolls or longer. So that's nice to see. I'm not looking for a new point. That one came out kind of weird, but we have a 2, 4, 6, easy 6, single pitch on the die. So John is talking about he did some slow-mo recording of his throw the last couple of days, and he's looking to put some kind of video together for next week because he's going to be on the East Coast next week. I believe his father is turning 80, and he'll be over that way, and he's going to hit a couple casinos. I think he's looking for some people to meet up with him. So if you have the opportunity to do so, by all means, do it. Something I would love to do as well. We have a 3-5-8, easy 8. Another 3-1-4, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. And another 3-1-4, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So the 4s are pocketing up here. So that's where we should be pressing those bets up on the 4s. So we are hitting them right now. So start pressing and start doubling up on them. Triple tap would have paid really well on that one. And that was a weird throw, but hey guys, look what we got again. Surprise, surprise. 1-3-4 this time. So that is our 3rd one in a row, and that is our 4th one out of the last 7 rolls. And we got a 4-1-5. No field 5. So that was off axis right die. That one felt like it went a little bit too far, but we have a 1-4-5. No field 5 once again. So we're definitely pocketing up these things. We had the 4s, now the 5s. So very consistent on the results on these throws. So if I've seen somebody at the table doing this type of stuff, being very consistent, these are the numbers that you want to start pressing then. And another 5, 3-2-5 this time. Says 3 4s, 3 5s. Wow. Chris is saying a banana to the rack. So there's a couple different strategies out there, the guys that can get you that big money. If you check out my shorts that I've been putting out lately, not the shorts that I'm wearing right now, but the shorts video shorts that I put out on YouTube. I did 3 of them on the sister press and pull, and I have 3 of them coming out here. I just put out one, I think, Friday. I think it's coming out 268, and that is the press to base. But there's a bunch of the badass crap strategies that came out in that, and a lot of them are, 2 hits, and you're collecting $200. So you're getting those banana chips to come in, or actually, banana chips is 1,000, isn't it? Magic Aces was at the D1 wrestling sectional wrestling tournament 2 weeks ago in Ohio. 12 weight classes in Ohio. Cleveland St. Ed's had 12 sectional champs. Total powerhouse. That is awesome. And there are schools that are like that. And a lot of that comes down to the coaching. It really does. You have a good program put together for coaching. We have a 3-3 hard 6. It's our first hard 6 today. You have a really good coaching system put in place and consistent coaches and the coaches that are able to sell the program to the kids. And once the kids buy into it, they will work their tails off and see really, really good results. And we have a 358. We used to have a school, or we still do have a school in the area, in Green Bay area. It's called Bayport. And they are dominant in almost every single sport there is. And wrestling was one of them for a while. They kind of fell off a little bit with the wrestling as of late. But this is a school that's in the same division as ours. We're Division 1 in Wisconsin. Um, And the wrestling team that is in my town, 6'5", barely has enough people to fill the weight classes. In fact, this year I think they only had 7 or 8 weight classes that were filled. All the rest of them were empty. But you got this team in Green Bay that actually has usually 3 to 5 people per weight class. I mean, that's how strong their program is. So they can pick and choose who they want to be wrestling at the different things, and they'll have their varsity team, but then they also have like 2 or 3 JV teams to fill out their rosters. 314 Big Joe. So it's really hard to compete against schools like that. It really is. My boy actually went out for wrestling this year and he did not finish the season. He was on track to make it to state, but he dropped out about halfway through because he just did not enjoy it anymore. And now it's my younger son. My older son graduated last year, the one that went to state last year. He actually graduated last year, so he was not here. 437. And that is a 7 out. But the younger one was on track to make it to state this year and chose not to finish the season. And kind of disheartening, but it is what it is. Can't force somebody to do what they don't want to do. And we have 12 more throws to get to our 100. Mm-hmm. 6-5 mid-mo yo. So that's a pass line winner. Come out mid-mo yo. But yeah, my younger son started off as a heavyweight this year, and then he dropped down to 220. Um, he was just barely at heavyweight, and the one kid that he almost beat this year, And this is toward the beginning of the season. It actually ended up taking 4th in the state, so he almost beat the 4th place finisher earlier in the season. So we have a 3-6-9. I think it was like a 6-4 finish on that match that he had lost. So he only lost by like 2 points. So that kind of tells you the caliber that he was capable of doing. And I was going against a heavyweight who my son barely made heavyweight, and that kid who just made heavyweight on the opposite end. So he was about 60 pounds heavier than my kid was, which I can't complain about because my other kid was doing the same thing to other wrestlers last year. Where he was a true heavyweight, true 285, and he was wrestling kids that were 235, 240, some in that area, for a good part of the year. 516. But in the heavyweight category, that really does not matter that much. For example, the heavyweight state champ this year, actually, the kid's a phenomenal wrestler. He actually jumped 2 weight classes to wrestle heavyweight this year. And the kid barely weighed 195 pounds, and he won state champ at heavyweight. And the reason he went to heavyweight this year, we have a 1-6-7, and that's a 7 out. And the reason he went to heavyweight this year is he committed to Penn State. So he's a junior this year. He'll be a senior next year, and he's going to be going to Penn State next year, and or the year after next, and he'll be wrestling heavyweight at Penn State. This kid who won the heavyweight division in Wisconsin this year, this is his 3rd state championship. He's taken a first place in the state on 3 different weight classes so far since he's been in high school. So he'll be probably a 4-time state champ, which is a very, very, very rare thing for high school wrestling. 4-5-9, center field 9. But we'll kind of get off that topic, guys. I'm sure that bores some of you guys. And we have a 5-3-8, easy 8. So we're going to try to get through this shooter here so we can finish up. It is getting close to that hour mark. And I don't want to go much longer than that. And a 6-2-8 again. This is roll number 96 coming up. And again, by the end of today here, we will be at the 2,500 mark plus with the rolls. And that's for the blue belt level. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. It's the first square pair for the day. So, guys, look at the board there. It's another pocket of numbers again, the 8s this time. So if you're ever playing with me at the casino, make sure that if you see me hit numbers, I will probably hit some more of the same numbers on the same row. And we have a 5-3-8 again. That one, the dice went a little wacky on me, but we got another 8. That's 4 8s in a row. Morning, CRC. Better late than never, buddy. Dice split apart. They kissed. They landed, kissed, and split. And we have a 4-3-7, and that is a 7 out. So that's probably where we're going to end the roll today. But let's go over and look at our results really quick for the day. And if you guys look, we had some amazing rolls today. We've had 9 shooters, And we had a 24, a 25, a 21, and a 14. So I would take those 4 rolls any days, anytime. And then we had 4 other rolls that were not quite as good. So we 50-50 chance today. We had big time box numbers, big time inside numbers. Our 4s and 10s about average. Our come out 7s are way low. Horns are slightly high. Field numbers are low. Hardways are extremely low. And it was a light side play today. So, but hey, guys, thanks for joining in, following along with everything today. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. My name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Please make it yours as